Well, hello there. This is Evelyn Daveiga again with your cooking by the stove side. Hope everybody is doing well today. What we are making today is we are making some shrimp Alfredo. As you see here in my pan right now, I have some, turn down the heat a little bit. I have some butter, about half a stick of butter. I have about let's see, I have some powdered, about 1 cup of onion powder sprinkled, about 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then I've also added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. What we have also here is we have our pasta, which in this case I've mixed up the fettuccine with the spaghetti, of course, because I was low on the fettuccine. So if you don't have fettuccine, you can also do it with spaghetti also, but it tastes better with the fettuccine. And what I've done here is we have our shrimp. Now the shrimp, I've bought the cooked shrimp already. You can buy the raw and boil it. But just to give it a little bit of flavor, I've boiled it for about 15 minutes. I've added a little bit of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of powdered onions, 1 teaspoon of salt, and let it boil for a little bit. And also I've added 1 tablespoon of butter or olive oil, whatever choice you like. And what we are going to do now is that we have the butter cooking in the pan a little bit. And so now what we want to do is we're going to take the shrimp and we're going to pour the shrimp into our butter mixture. And what we want to do is, as you see here, we're giving it a little bit of whirl, twisting it around with the butter and the garlic salt and the yum yum, just giving it a little bit of flavor here. And you don't want to let it cook too much because the shrimp is already cooked. So you just want to let it saute it a little bit just to give it a little bit more flavor. As you see here, you can actually eat the shrimp just like this as it is. But since we are making shrimp Alfredo, now what we want to do is you can either make your own Alfredo sauce, but in the shortness of time, what I've done here, I'm going to show you is that we have any type of Alfredo sauce is good. I've got this one, which is Chef's Essence. Not sure why I bought this flavor, but this is the one I bought. It's Alfredo pasta sauce. For what we want to do is, this one is a 11.8 ounce bottle. So we're going to take this and we are going to pour. Yum yum. We're going to pour this into our pan with the shrimp. And what we're going to do now is twirl it around a little bit. Now I am a fan of parsley. Parsley flakes, fresh parsley especially. But in this case I didn't have any fresh parsley. So I always keep my bottle of parsley flake handy. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. As you see here, I'm sprinkling just to get a little bit top green a little bit, so that's about enough. But you can never have too much parsley. So we are sprinkling that in there. And now what we're doing is turn up the heat a little bit. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit. Doesn't need to cook a whole lot because the sauce is already the way it is. And what I do is I find very neat is that I have here a half a cup of milk. For those people that like the healthy version, you could do 1% milk, you could do 2% milk. This one is actually 2% milk. So what we're going to do is, as you see here, I'm going to use every drop of this pasta sauce, is I mix the milk in there. Cover up your bottle of your pasta sauce here. Just give me a minute, having a hard time covering this here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cover our bottle. And we're going to give it a little bit of shake. Shake, 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 shake. Give it some shake to mix all of that with the milk. Okay. And then what we're going to do is that we are going to take this bottle that we've placed half a cup of milk inside. Now we're going to pour in there. Once we pour it in there, you want to go ahead and twirl around a little bit. Another thing I am a fan of is I love black pepper. I already put 1 teaspoon of salt when I was sauteing the shrimp. Now what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and grab the ground black pepper, fresh pepper, however you want. And as you see here, put about a sprinkle or two. I've got to get better with these measurements. But if you have questions, just subscribe below. Would love for you, if you have any questions, just leave your comments and I will try my best to answer the questions. My cooking history basically is I have not gone to cooking school, but I have the cooking from the Hard Knocks. Basically, I learned how to cook at the age of 12. My parents taught me. Both mom and dad were cooks, not professional cooks, but they just love to cook. So I was taught how to cook at a young age and have loved cooking ever since. I have 2 children who I am teaching now. My son's older. My daughter is a little bit younger. She's 9 now. But she loves to be in the kitchen. Of course, she's not here right now because she's outside playing. It's such a beautiful day out there right now. So now we have our pasta, as you see. So what we're going to do is, this is about 1.5 boxes of pasta. And as you see here, I am pouring, oops, there goes, the pasta inside the sauce. And what I am doing here is I am spreading this apart. Again, I have my heat on low because the pasta is already cooked, the sauce is already cooked, the shrimp is already cooked. So what I am doing here is that I am mixing the pasta. You want to fold your shrimp sauce and your pasta sauce. What I've also done is half a stick of butter was excellent. Again, if you're on a healthy version more, you don't want all that butter, you can use olive oil, but you do need some kind of flavor to it. And as you see here, this looks yummy. I am hungry already. This is one of my kids' favorite. Another way you can make this is you can also make this with chicken, which is a chicken breast. If you don't like to cook the chicken yourself, you can actually buy the chicken breast from the store that's already cooked, already cut, and do the same exact thing I've done with the shrimp, but you can also do it with chicken. But my favorite is with the shrimp. Another version that I do is I call it my seafood Alfredo. A lot of times what I'll do is if I have some clams on hand, I will add some clams. I will also add some crab meat, some, not oysters, what is it called? Mussels, cooked mussels. You can actually make this into a seafood Alfredo with all your seafood flavors. But today we're just doing the shrimp Alfredo. And I hope you are enjoying this. And this is new to me. I just started recording myself making my meals because I love to cook. And I said, hey, why not share this with other people? And hopefully it's easy enough to follow along. What I've been trying to do is have everything prepared ahead of time so that the recording won't be as long. But basically, we are done. So we have this on low heat. I'm going to keep this on low heat. As you see here, it's about a 5 or 6 on your stove. We're going to keep this on a low heat. Cover it up a little bit. And let it cook for about another 15 minutes. And there you have your shrimp Alfredo. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this segment. And again, my name is Evelyn Daveiga. Love to cook in the kitchen. And I will see you next time. And have a beautiful and awesome day. Smooches.